welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna try and rake this field to the outskirts. If you watched the last video where we did our mowing, we bush hogged this field, which this is where our oats were. Now there was a ton of foxtail in here, so I already know that we're gonna end up with a lot of foxtail. So I don't know that I'm gonna start disking this and trying to get tillage in here, because I do want to plant wheat in this field for next year. But I don't want to struggle with trying to disc everything with all this material and trash laying around. It's just gonna make my job a lot harder. So kind of what I'm leaning towards doing is I'm gonna try it with the 460. Now granted, I know the 460 has not been running the best, so I may try and tweak that a little bit, but we're gonna try and get that out here, try pulling the rake with it. And we're gonna start in the middle, and we're just gonna go this way and try and rake everything to the outskirts of the field. I know it's gonna make a pile of crap, but I feel like it's just gonna make life easier, because what I may end up having to do in here is we're gonna let it go a little bit. And obviously with all the foxtail in here, all the seeds and everything had come off of the seed heads, and one little thing of yellow foxtail has, who knows, 100 seeds to it. I don't know, but just figure it out for an entire field. So if I can rake everything to the outside and then maybe come in later in a week or so, if I have enough time, and spray everything, then we might be kind of further ahead for the spring. I don't know. That's at least the thought. But first things first, I want to hop on the 460 and try and rake this. Now it did just rain yesterday, so it's really not dry. So we'll see how that works. It could be, ultimately it could be a fail, or it could work. I think it's gonna rake some, but once we get piled up, it's probably gonna bunch up pretty heavy. So I may have to split the field more than just in half, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here's some really nice alfalfa. Shame I don't have a whole big field of alfalfa planted somewhere. Now I'm expecting no problems today. So, I knock on wood, I can't help but laugh because I literally just fired it up one time to try it. Let me show you. I think I may have fixed the tractor. This is going to sound extremely stupid, but it has to be the issue. It has to be, because I backed it over here to the shop area, okay? So you guys just seen it running very rough down there. And I mean, I could hardly keep it running. So pull the distributor off, or the cap, and just looked at stuff underneath. So I pulled the distributor cap off. This is the new rotor that I got with the rebuild kit for the distributor. So we'll just pop this off. This is the old rotor. So I got to look in here, I just pulled this new one off. And if you can see right here on this side, both sides, but more so this side, it looks like where it's been catching or digging into everything under the distributor cap, which means if that's hitting plastic and not contacting the metal here, it's not going to spark and fire the cylinders. It's not gonna. So just out of stupidity, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna throw the old one in. And that's what I did, and fired it up, and that's how it ran. So in comparing these two, this is the old one on the bottom. If I put this one here and line it up, you can just see that it is longer. So I think something is sticking out further than it should be, and it's catching. I really don't know for certain, but it's kind of odd that that has all that beat up right there on that side. So something's a little odd there, a little fishy. I mean, they kind of look the same. I don't know. When I held them up earlier, there definitely looked to be a difference. So regardless, I'm going to try running it with this old one and see how that works. I mean, no matter what, this shouldn't look like that. Let's try this again. We still may end up with a fueling issue because of the rust, but I'd say that was probably a big issue. That's third gear. Yeah, this tractor has not sounded like that in a long time. Big difference. Sounds really good now. The dumbest thing, the last thing I would have guessed that to be. We're still in third gear. Let's see what the governor does here. Yep. Brakes hooked up, and now I'm excited to run this 460. I might be able to actually feel what kind of power this thing has. But wow, that was extremely dumb of a thing to, I would have never guessed that, because that was new. Anyway, let's get out and do what we were supposed to be doing. Hopefully that means I can clean up all this oil now that shot out from it backfiring all the time. Truly know if this is fixed after we do this whole field. That'll be a good telltale sign. Now again, we are going to try and split this in half. We'll see how well that goes because it's wet and probably thick at some areas, plus we got to try and take it up the hill. I'd rather take everything down there, but I think that's going to be way too much. So we'll just try it the way it is and see what the tractor does when we crack the throttle. It's definitely better. So we'll get off and engage the rake, which is a pain in itself. Something needs greased or something here. This used to work really easy, but not anymore. Sounds great now. Purring like a kitten. Love it. Wow. We're rolling in 4th gear right now too. Definitely wet underneath and it's bunching up a little bit. I might have to end up bringing that all down, which is gonna suck. I'd rather not, but if I have to, I have to. Listen to this tractor going up the hill. Doesn't cut out at all. Love it. Definitely not the easiest. A lot of this is obviously really wet, so it's just kind of bunching up and clogging the rake. It's not fluffy, so it can't, the rake just can't flip it all. It's definitely wet. So I'll probably maybe just let it dry the way it is a little bit, and then maybe I can rake more. I had to split it up more than I would have liked to, but I just think it's going to be easier than trying to deal with all this junk to try and disc or till or whatever we're going to be doing down here. I feel like it's going to make it a lot less difficult to have to fight with it. So if I can rake it all to the outskirts, that's really what I would like to do. Now, I can hook the bush hog up and come in here and run through this stuff again and get it chopped up, and maybe we will do that. Rake these couple piles again, you know, maybe out a little bit further. That way I only have to run the bush hog maybe like right in here, run them within, you know, these 3 rows here, run them within maybe 15 feet of each other. That way the bush hog can run over all of it, chop it up even finer, and then we'll let that scatter it out, dry it, and then rake it out further. But I am honestly, I'm loving the 460 now, definitely. So I'll run this back up. I'll probably try and get those closer, but I'll run this back up then and unhook the rake and maybe take it for a little 5th gear joyride. We'll see how that goes, but she is running great right now. I mean, just listen to her purr. She's running really good. I think we got it. We'll probably bush hog some of that. See what happens. It's an experiment. Main thing was getting this tractor running better. I mean, look at that. Climbs right up this hill. No problem. That is a horrific sound back there. Metal on asphalt. Oh, it sounds terrible. Well, I see I broke the rake. This bracket right here on this wheel. And I don't know, that might have been off for a while, but it's been rubbing. I don't know where it's bent a little bit now, but I mean, it's an old rake and it's been getting me through, so I don't know, maybe that wasn't broke today. I really don't know. Anyway, I just noticed it, so now we're gonna take this thing 5th gear. We're gonna run out the road. There's 4th. It's pretty steep. I don't know how much the camera's doing justice for that hill, but it's steep, and we made it up to there in 5th gear. Not even completely full throttle either. Well, I think we can officially say the 460 is fixed, finally. And over the stupidest thing, really. Never would have guessed that. It's one of them fluke things, I guess. I have no idea what the deal is and why it even did that in the first place. But hey, now I can use this tractor, and I have the confidence in being able to use this tractor. Now the only thing we have to do this winter, fix the hydraulic leaks. And after that, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure you guys are happy to see the 460 back to full capacity, we'll put it that way. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Have a great day. I'm gonna enjoy the sunshine today myself, and I'll see you next time.